gotta get more of an audience. You know, talked about that stage worthiness.
So what we have to do is put onto the screen exactly what stage worthy looks like.
What I've noticed in the past couple of weeks, man, is like, first it was just mom and dad, which was dad, but all of a sudden grandma's coming, grandpa's coming, uncle's coming, babysitter. I'm like, whoa, I look around and I'm like...
They start talking about it, but they can't explain it, so they don't necessarily know what it is that we do, and you know, that's our job. That's my job, essentially, to try to bridge the gap between our basic understanding of sports and how it's always been in this new sports experience.
Can't get me! Don't you get me with that one! Oh, she got me! Oh! Oh my goodness. There we go. Good.
I fell down.
You fell down? Okay.
You got it.
It's always been.
But I've noticed something with it too, is that you remember when you were in sports, your mom and dad were there for you, support you? How do you feel?
Just talked about it, yeah.
Huh? Just even my dad was not around, so I was like, I didn't get to experience
It's a
that.
big deal.
It's huge. It's huge. Like that support. No. Dos. Oh no.
Raining.
No. Soggy sandwiches are not good.
Yep, it's gonna come. You can hear it.
Here's your story, let's begin. The water's fine, come on, dive in. The future's here, it's right before your eyes. Step by step, you're on your way. Welcome to a brighter day. Don't you know it feels good to be alive? You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars. You could have all you ever wanted, shoot the moon and reach for Mars. You know you could.
This is dinosaur.
Coach Pickles, Jelly Bean Sports. I'm in Barrington, Illinois today. We are rained out, got a lot of rain going on, and we have sat down. All hands on deck today. Coach Pickles, Coach Chewy, Coach Speedy were all in the house, and we were able to sit down at the McDonald's very close to where the facility was and get some good training in. We're able to have a really productive time in teaching the Jelly Bean way, the Jelly Bean philosophies that are important.
And they got wet yesterday?
Now you don't have to run and get your car. It's raining out.
And teamwork makes the dream work.
You know what I'm finding with Chewy? His investment level is rising because of the knowledge that is being shared as a result of the
meetings
trainings and
oh, look at that cardinal. Look at that. Whoa, that's so cool. Oh, man. Pictures up. Pretty cool. Coming with the little Cubs outfit.
Awesome.
It's like...
The fact that you were involved yesterday, I think, was a really important step in his development. People are gonna go freaking nuts over this stuff once they start to feel like they know what we know, and then we're gonna know more because they're gonna start sharing deeper questions that we're gonna have to think about. With this, it used to be where knowledge was sacred, knowledge that had to be preserved, and now it's about knowledge being shared, and to a point where it starts to build deeper levels of like what you guys are doing. You're talking about it in. You're not talking about it in overly technical terms. You're just talking about it in the way that we know kids learn, and that people don't think like that. They just think competitive.
Got a headache. Thank you for bringing that food. I needed it.
What's great about these classes, they really kind of, they go fast.
Yeah, they do go fast. That third class is really full of energy. And
it's a monster.
It was fun.
You still getting 15 coming?
Mm-hmm.
But I do believe this is going to work out.
Went to Barrington.
Line up over here by the red what are those being called? The red poles on the ground.
Sorry for a while. And all of a sudden he just literally just starts playing with the kids, and they were playing, ouch, because they started with me first playing the ouch game.
Here we go, pow, big brother.
We're in the car. I told him, like, I was having a conversation with him.
There you go, and whoop! 2 more times, slowly go down and whoop! There you go, and up! There you go.
Conversation with him, and I told him, you see what you just did there? Those kids don't even know you. But you see how you were able to catch their attention and play with them and all that. They don't know you. And that's hard to do, especially in a daycare. You have something in you that's the same thing that I have, the same thing that Brett has,
So, they are gonna be the little fishes, and I'm gonna be the shark. Wait a minute.
I'm stuck.
You guys are the sharks, and I'm the little fish. And you guys have to grab my soccer ball, okay? You guys ready? Alright. Set, go.
My kids today, this kid just turned around and she just stared at me.
Oh.
That happens to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're just like, even in the airport, I'm walking through the airport, these kids just turn. It's like they know.
It's like this.
They know.
It's like this aura that only kids can tell.
They can.
It's like, it's like you're walking around and you see your favorite superhero, and
they're in their regular clothes.
They know.
You
know you're a superhero. Like I had a grandma tell me to come and bring him to class because all he talks is about Coach Speedy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and
But hey, listen, it was Chewy who said, man, we're like super celebrities.
And that's true. And I told him that, like, the only thing you're missing is like the same thing that I've been preaching to him before, and it's that not just a company that is here to have fun with the kids.
Mama squirrel and baby squirrel.
Those are not squirrels.
Yeah, they are.
No. They're bears.
These are bears?
Yeah.
Yeah?
This is a jelly.
And that's a jelly bean? That's the green jelly bean, right?
No. Pink.
That's a pink one?
This is an educational company. I think there's a lot of respect that needs to go into this company, and the fact that you spend a lot of your time trying to bring this company to, the level of where it's not just here's a gym, a couple balls. We're not a gym class, There's a lot of research that went into all this stuff for us just to think that it's just for fun. And that's what I told them. Once you separate that and you put that together, the educational aspect and the fun aspect, what we do,
you become
the jelly bean way.
You become an educator.
And what I have to do is to teach these coach performers our tenets, the underlying principles that work or make what we do work so well. And this is a sports made simple, learning made fun approach that cannot be described in highly complex and highly technical ways. It doesn't make any sense.
And now you understand the application of the active learning model. If they're actively learning, if they're actively doing things, then they're going to learn more and they're going to learn faster. And our job is to perform. Our job isn't to really teach them, because we're going to let what they do teach them. We're going to be able to say to them, because what are we dealing with? We're dealing with a small box. So this is the world. This is how much they know about the world. And we can't talk down this stuff enough for them to understand. So we have to let them do it by setting it up, everything, to give them a chance to do it, and then we can talk about it. But until they do it, their world is still this big, and then when they do it, they expand that world. A little gap that we have to talk about it, but otherwise we have to use words like pizza position, and we have to use things like kiss the cone with your feet. Do things that they do understand.
You could.